just like you, my family and I have been home, shut in with each other for the last 3 or 4 weeks as the doctors and first responders, government officials, and really everyone that's been pulling together to solve and mitigate this COVID-19 crisis. We've been playing our part. But that's not without a price, albeit it's not a great price. It's not the same kind of price that we see on the nightly news so often throughout the last 4 or 5 weeks. But the price is in emotional capital, is in the kind of things that we're used to doing, and the kind of things that our students would be doing, our children would be doing at school. I'm the parent of an 8th grader and a 4th grader, and if you hear any crying and wailing and gnashing of teeth coming from the room next door, it'll be them as they try to engage in their remote learning to just keep moving on with some kind of academic rigor over the last 4 weeks. I sent a text to someone just the other day, and I was surprised that over the Easter weekend and the celebration and the bit of encouragement that we were exchanging through that group text, one person in particular didn't respond. I woke up now 2 or 3 days later and I wonder why I haven't heard back. So I sent another simple message, this time not to the group chat, but just to that individual. And not surprising, I heard back that he ghosted me simply because he was experiencing some pretty dark moments. And I thought, wow, that's exactly the kind of person that I can be helpful for. Not to take a bag of groceries, he didn't say that he was without the material things that he needs, but he was confessing that he was in need of the emotional and relational things that we'd had prior to being shut down. What I found so often, though, as I've reflected through this time, it's a time when we have the capacity to help others in ways we've never done before. If we're going to sit home and just get larger and larger as we eat and binge watch the shows on television, we won't be truly meeting the need of the people around us. So my challenge to each of us today is, who could you lift up? Who could you reach out to? And who could you just be persistent enough over the next 36 or 48 hours to not stop until you've heard back? If a text doesn't go through and get responded to, make a call. If that doesn't work, try another text. Continue to raise the stakes just a little bit so you know how much you're thinking about them, but you also express that to them to say, should I be worried? Maybe there is a legitimate concern, and maybe you do need to be a responder in another way. But 9 times out of 10, it's just going to be someone that's in a pretty dark place, and you have the capacity. We all have the capacity. The role that we play right here, right now, we have the opportunity to be something for somebody. Would you do that today? Post in the chat below when you get a response back, and let the whole group know what difference you're making simply by reaching out.